Hi children, welcome to today's session. Basic topic of geometry is lines and angles. In our daily life, we are using geometry directly or indirectly. Like I am using this board. What is the shape of it? Yes, it is rectangle in shape. When we are in our childhood, parents used to give pencil. What we did, we were writing a line, curve, a dot, etc. Sometimes they were giving puzzles to engage us. It may be in the form of circles, barks, or some other shape. At that time, we were not knowing what we are doing, but simply we were enjoying. Every day, we use a wristwatch or wall clock, which contains two arms, which will form different angles. By seeing that, we were able to see the time. Everyone is having study table. The top may be square or rectangle. If we take the complete shape, it may be cube or cuboid. So we start the lesson. So these are the basic topics, and we'll start lines and angles. First, you have to learn the definition of different terms. Line, it has no end point, it has indefinite length, and it is denoted by the letters, small letters L, M, N, etc. Next is line segment. It has two end points, it has definite length, and it is denoted by the line above that letter. When we draw the line above that, if I draw CD, then CD above that, you have to draw a line. Ray, it has one end point and moves in only one direction. The best example is sun rays, which moves only, sun is the starting point and it moves only in one direction. Collinear points, three or more points which lie on the same line are called collinear points. Non-collinear points, when three or more points do not lie on a line, are called non-collinear points. And with non-collinear points, we can draw triangle, rectangle, everything. Concurrent lines, three or more than three lines are said to be concurrent if there is a point which lie on all of them. Suppose if x is standing, if I ask all the students to cross x, to pass through x, then many lines can draw through a point. Intersecting lines, two lines which are distinct and have one common point are called intersecting lines. Here the L and M are two lines which are intersected at P, and this here in the intersecting line the vertically opposite angles are formed, and these vertically opposite angles are always equal. Parallel lines, lines in a plane that are always same distance apart. They never intersect each other and have no common points. The symbol for parallel line is vertical two lines, and the best example is railway track, ladder. An angle is a figure formed by two rays with same initial point. The two rays forming an angle are called the arms of the angle, and the common initial point is called the vertex of the angle. OA is a ray and OC is also a ray, and these two rays meet at a point O, which is known as vertex. This is denoted by angle AOC. Types of angles. See, acute angle. An angle whose measure is less than 90 degree is called an acute angle. So, less than 90 degree means it may be 89 degree, above 0 degree and less than 89 degree is called acute angle. Right angle. An angle whose measure is 90 degree, exactly 90 degree is called right angle. 3 o'clock and then 9 o'clock denotes right angle. Obtuse angle. An angle whose measure is greater than 90 degree is called an obtuse angle, or in other way, an angle whose measure is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree is called an obtuse angle. Straight angle. An angle whose measure is 180 degree is called a straight angle. Reflex angle. An angle whose measure is more than 180 degree but less than 360 degree is called a reflex angle. See here, CAB is a reflex angle. Angle 2 is reflex angle of angle 1. Complete angle. An angle whose measure is 360 degree is called a complete angle. Related angles. Complementary angles are two angles whose sum is equal to 90 degree. Here AOB is 60 degree and COD is 30 degree. When you add up both the angles, we will get 90 degree. 60 degree plus 30 degree equals 90 degree. Angle AOB and angle COD are complementary angles. Also, complement of 60 degree is 30 degree and complement of 30 degree is 60 degree. What is the complement of 70 degree? Complement of 70 degree equals 90 degree minus 70 degree equals 20 degree. An angle is 14 degree more than its complement. What is its measure? Let the required angle be x. Complement of x equals 90 degree minus x plus 14 degree. X equals 90 degree minus x plus 14 degree. X equals 104 degree minus x. If you bring x to left hand side, it will become plus and it will become 2x. 2x equals 104 degree. X equals 104 by 2. We'll get x equals 52 degree. Next problem is an angle is 20 degree less than its complement. What is its measure? Let the required angle be x. Complement of x equals 90 degree minus x minus 20 degree, because this is less than. When we use less than, we have to write minus sign. X equals 90 degree minus x minus 20 degree. When you subtract 90 degree and 20 degree, x equals 70 degree minus x. If you bring x to left hand side, it will become plus x and you will get 2x equals 70 degree. X equals 70 degree by 2, and if you divide, you will get x value as 35 degree. Supplementary angles are said to be supplementary when the sum of the measure of two angles is equal to 180 degree. Here AOB is 120 degree and COD is 60 degree. When you add both the angles, 120 degree plus 60 degree, you will get 180 degree. Angle AOB and angle COD are supplementary angles. Also, supplement of 120 degree is 60 degree and supplement of 60 degree is 120 degree. What is the supplement of 150 degree? Supplement of 150 degree equals 180 degree minus 150 degree equals 30 degree. The measure of an angle is twice that of the measure of its supplementary angle. Find its measure. Let the required angle be x. Supplement of x equals 180 degree minus x. X equals twice that of measure of its supplementary angle. So, you can write it as x equals 2 times 180 degree minus x. X equals, when you open the bracket, get 360 degree minus 2x. If you bring 2x to left hand side, it will become plus and you will get 3x equals 360 degree. X equals 360 degree by 3. X equals 120 degree. Two supplementary angles are in the ratio pi is to 4. Find the angles. Let the two supplementary angles be 5x and 4x. When you add both, 5x plus 4x equals 180 degree, because the measure of supplementary angle is 180 degree. So, when you add up 5x and 4x, you will get 9x equals 180 degree. So, x equals 180 degree by 9, you will get x equals 20 degree. So, we have to find out x value. We have found out x value and we have to find what is 5x and what is 4x. 5 into 20 degree, substitute x value 20 degree, you will get 100 degree, and 4 into 20 degree, you will get 80 degree. When you add up these two, you will get 180 degree. Therefore, the supplementary angles are 100 degree and 80 degree. Angle bisector. A ray is said to be angle bisector if it divides angle into two equal parts. Here, OB is called angle bisector. And therefore, angle COB equals angle BOA equals half angle AOC. Adjacent angles. Two angles are called adjacent angles if they have the same vertex, have a common arm, and their non-common arms are on the either side of the common arm. Here, angle AOC and angle COB are adjacent angles, but angle AOB and angle COB, angle AOC and angle AOB are not adjacent angles. Linear pair are two adjacent supplementary angles. Here, angle AOC plus angle COB equals 180 degree. 130 plus 50 degree is equal to angle AOC degree. Plus angle COB equals 130 degree plus 50 degree. They are supplementary angles. Angle AOC and angle COB are adjacent angles. Therefore, angle AOC and angle COB are linear pair. Next is vertically opposite angles. Are two pairs of angles formed without any common arm when two lines intersect. And here, angle AOC and angle DOB and angle AOD and angle COB are vertically opposite angles. And one thing, vertically opposite angles are always equal. That means angle AOC is equal to angle DOB and angle AOD is equal to angle COB. Theorem. If two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Given two lines AB and CD intersecting at O. To prove angle AOC equals angle DOB, angle AOD is equal to angle COB. Proof. Ray OC stands on line AB. Therefore, angle AOC plus angle COB equals 180 degree. Call this as 1. Ray OA stands on line CD. Therefore, angle AOC plus angle AOD equals 180 degree. Call this statement as 2. So, from 1 and 2, you will get angle AOC plus angle COB is equals angle AOC plus angle AOD. If you subtract, then you can cancel angle AOC and angle AOC and you will get angle COB is equal to angle AOD. Similarly, ray OD stands on line AB. Therefore, angle AOD plus angle DOB is equal to 180 degree. Call this statement as 3. And ray OA stands on line CD. Therefore, angle DOA plus angle AOC equals 180 degree. Call this statement as 4. From 3 and 4, we get angle AOD plus angle DOB is equal to angle DOA plus angle AOC. If you subtract angle AOD and angle DOA, both are same. Both will get cancelled and you will get angle DOB is equal to angle AOC. Hence the theorem is proved. Now we are concluding this session. Thank you and have a nice day.